Most people are not successful because they're not comfortable with success. In the previous Boss in the Bentley video, I talked about most people, they're not actually afraid of failure, but they're afraid of success. They're afraid of the unknown. They're afraid of what would happen if I am actually successful. What would people think of me? What would people around me think of me? How would the world view me? Now, this is the new Boss in the Bentley. Boss in the new four-door Bentley. You're watching this video. So let's talk about it. So I've been getting a lot of comment. I've been reading your comment of, Dan, please tell us, how do you get comfortable with success? Keep in mind, most people, they understand failures. They are addicted to their struggles. Yes, they are addicted to their struggles. They are living paycheck to paycheck. They are just getting by. They fucking hate it, but they stay there for a long time. Why? Because at least this is I know this. I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to not be able to pay the bills. As fucked up as that sounds, that's what happens to most people because they're not comfortable with success. So how do you get comfortable with success? I'm going to give you 3 ways today. Number 1, the easiest way to get comfortable with success is you need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You need to get used to being uncomfortable. Human being, we don't like discomfort. You know how sometimes you sit for too long and then you're like, oh, I gotta change it. You are very comfortable until you get uncomfortable sitting for a long time. Then you want to adjust, right? You want to move around. That's exactly it. You have to make yourself uncomfortable on a consistent basis. The things that you're afraid of to do, the action you're afraid to take, the risk you're afraid to take, you gotta fucking take it. When you feel uncomfortable, you know what? I'm conditioning myself for success. So being uncomfortable, I'll share a quick story with you. When I first started my speaking career and I was traveling around North America doing my presentations, doing speeches and just impacting people's lives. And every single time I would travel, I would, at the time, my old home in Surrey, going to the airport, it's about, if I take a taxi, a cab, it would cost me $60. So $60. And it was okay, and you know, it's a cab. A cab is a cab. And I thought to myself, how could I condition my mind for success? How can I be more comfortable with success? And I thought, you know, instead of going there in a cab, what if I take a limousine? And not just a sedan, not a small limousine, like a long stretch one, right? So I booked the time, I took the limousine. It only cost me $100, only $40 more versus a cab versus a limousine. Now let me ask you a question, comment below. Is there a difference between riding in a stinky cab versus a long stretch limousine? You better fucking believe it. There's a big difference, right? So by doing that, and the first time when I was in limousine, I've never sat in a limousine before that, and it was uncomfortable. It was like, wow, this is the leather seat, you've got a little champagne, and the driver was just myself, was so far in the front, and I try to talk to him. The whole thing is just weird. But what I noticed is, you know, when I got to the airport, it feels pretty good. So at first it was a bit weird. So then from then on, like every single time I was going to the airport, I would get a limousine. It has nothing to do with the money. It's not like, oh, it's $40 more. Oh, Dan, I don't have $40. It's nothing to do with that. I'm conditioning my mind for success. I want to be more comfortable with success. And what I noticed is when I got to the venue, when I had to do my speech, I had more confidence. I performed better. Because I know, you know what? I got here on a limousine, not a fucking cab, right? That's something to my psyche. That's the very first thing, being comfortable with success. So think about your environment. How can you alter your environment? How can you, the way you work, where you sleep, where what you drive, what you wear. And I'm not saying to get expensive shit and all that. Don't take what I said out of context. I'm saying, how do you get more comfortable? Maybe you always, maybe when you fly, maybe you always travel economy. Well, I'll just upgrade to business class. Telling yourself, you know what, I'm worth it. I'm gonna spend just a few $100s more. I'm gonna get business class. Maybe not first class, but at least I'm gonna fly business class. Or instead of a cab, I'm gonna try what Dan is suggesting. I'm gonna go get a limousine. Instead of eating at a cheap restaurant, let's go to have a nice dinner at a nice restaurant. What would that look like? Going to a private club, what would that look like? That's being comfortable of being uncomfortable, number one. Number two, emotional intensity. Emotional intensity. Another way you can be more comfortable with success is through some kind of high impact experience. I'll give an example. If you ever done any like bungee jumping or skydiving or any of those activities, okay, comment below. If you've done that, remember before you go on, you jump off the plane or you jump off the edge, you're like, oh my God, you're so afraid of it. You were like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Oh no, I can't do this shit. Oh no. And then all this stuff in your mind. Oh, what if this thing breaks? Or what if the parachute doesn't open? So whatever it is, you have this story in your mind. You were so afraid, so think of that as success. After you jump off the edge, after you jump off the plane, you're like, woo, it's so exhilarating, it's so freeing, it's so exciting, right? And then right after that, what do you say? Let's do it a second time. That was fucking cool. It's a highly charged, high impact, emotional intensity experience. Right there, you quickly rewire your brain. Hey, this is cool. I don't have to be afraid of this. That's what I'm talking about. It's the same idea. When it comes to success, if you're afraid of success, you got to put yourself through some emotional, high intensity experience. You can do that through an event, a proper event, the seminar that you go to. You can have breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. With what I do, I take my students, my mentees, through a 7-week program where I literally give them this high impact, high emotional experience, so you are no longer afraid of success. Click on the link below if you want to join me. You can watch my webinar, and then at the end of the webinar, I'm going to have an invitation for you where you have an opportunity to be mentored by me live from the comfort of your own home, virtually with people around the world over a 7-week period. I teach a program called High Ticket Closer. If you've been following me for a long period of time, you've watched a lot of my videos, and you say, you know what, Dan, I love your videos, but I want more. I want to get closer to you. I want to be mentored by you. How do I do that? How do I overcome the fear of success? High Ticket Closer is the way to do that. So click on the link below and watch the webinar. If this is for you, take action. Number 3, how do you overcome success? The best way is to have a mentor, have a guide. Because one thing I've learned is never underestimate the power of have someone believing in you more than you believe in yourself. At first, I didn't believe in myself, but my mentor believed in me more than I believe in myself, and he would push me. No different when you, let's say, go to the gym. Let's say you can do 10 push-ups. You're doing your 10 push-ups. And after the 10th push-up, oh, I can't. That's it, man. I can't do it. And your coach or mentor say, come on, one more. Give me one more. One more. Oh, I can do it, man. Oh, one more. Come on, you can do this. One more. Oh, I don't know. I can do it. One more. You can do it. One more. Right? If you thought your limit is 10, and then it's 11, it's 12, it's 13. And after that, you're like, oh my God, my arm is killing me. My muscle is sore. But you grow stronger. Because those moments, you have your mentor just pushing you a bit, that little bit, that believing in you. You can do one more, take one more step, take one more action. That bit by bit, that's how you expand your comfort in terms of comfort. That's how you get comfortable with success. I can tell you this, you are not going to overcome this problem. You're not going to overcome the discomfort of success on your own. Now that I can tell you point blank. Because if you could, I always say this, if you could get there on your own, listen to me, if you could get there on your own, you would already be there. You would already be there. Clearly, your mentality, your skill, whatever is going through here, got you to where you are today. In 7 weeks, when I mentor someone, I literally take your brain, take it out, shake it, transform it, and put it right back in your brain. So you look at everything you do differently. You view success differently. You're no longer afraid of success. You're no longer afraid of failure. Not intellectually, not just watching my video. You'll get it. Oh, Dan, I get it. No, you don't fucking get it. Until someone literally goes into your brain and I reprogram it and now rewire all your new belief system and how you look at success, then you're no longer afraid of success.